And the Hawaii Bowl, who gives a fuck except Clubhouse, you know?
Oh, that's the only thing I care about. God dang, man. It makes me so happy. The Christmas is over bowl.
Not bad for a fat guy.
These guys, TG111.
Ooh, Christmas tree.
What do you mean? What are you talking about?
That is nice.
What are you talking about, bro?
Good for you.
I was just walking. My little happy ass was just walking by the Christmas section at Target. I saw it on sale, Christmas tree. I was like, dude, okay. It could be on sale for $1. I'd be like, yeah, I'm buying it.
Did it come pre-lit, or do you have to put those lights up there?
Pre-lit.
Wow.
Yeah, so it has like the what's your take? Colored lights or regular white lights? What do you think? If you had to pick one for the rest of your life?
I like the old school. I like the throwback. I like the red, the green, the blue, the pink,
I know.
Give it to me.
Colored lights hit so hard.
White lights, just your dad owns 3 companies. We know, dude. Like your mom has all the time in the world, but hired somebody to do these decorations. You're rich, dude. You're rich friend.
White light. Yeah. In there, dude, your rich friend whose Christmas tree is so tall. Yeah. You're like, where'd you get your Christmas tree? DXL?
Hey, rich friend that not only has a Christmas tree in the room with the presents under it, but has a Christmas tree in the entryway.
That's the one.
A Christmas tree in the basement. You're like, bro, your basement tree is better than my living room tree.
Dude, you ever go into somebody's house and you have to like ask them what the situation is on Christmas? You're like,
oh yeah.
So where's it go down? Like which tree's like the main tree? You know, you're like trying to picture their Christmas in your head. How weird is that, dude?
Oh, picturing Christmas is so weird. It's such an intimate thing, but everyone does it. I mean, it's all pretty much the same, but everyone does it so differently, but also the same. It's a very interesting dynamic.
I know, because you're like, there's no way their Christmas has to suck, you know? Everybody thinks their Christmas is the best Christmas, though. It's like your mom's like, you know, your grandma's like spaghetti, you know, everybody thinks it's the best. It doesn't matter.
Not yours though. I don't think I've ever been like, yeah, I wish I had Ben's Christmas. I don't know. Something about a 𝗨𝗧𝗢𝗀𝗃 Christmas. I know.
You don't want it. You don't want it. You don't want it. It's all over the place, bro. But like back when it was like, you know, when you're a kid, that Christmas slapped. I'd put my Christmas up there. In the suburban Christmases, I bet ours was like top. It had to be top 3 in the neighborhood, bro. Had to be.
But what always messed me up, and this is so weird. It's not a holiday podcast, so we really talk about Christmas. It just so happens that it's December, and it's that time of year, so we figured. But what always messed me up is that you said that one of your sisters would just like refuse to get up, like wanted to sleep in and shit, and that always
horrifying.
I can't do a sleep-in sibling. No sleep-in sibling on Christmas. It just makes no sense.
I know, but everybody's got one person in their family like doesn't like Christmas, right? Or are you just, is everybody in your family super down? Or is there one person that's like,
kind of weirdly enough, but also kind of makes sense, my mom.
I just feel like moms have put in so much work on Christmas already. They're kind of over it on Christmas. Like, hay's in the barn, babe. Like, let me sleep in.
Yeah, I mean, she likes it because we all get together and everything, but really, she's kind of just like, it's just such a hassle, and
yeah,
spending money and getting everything, and then I gotta be around a bunch of, and then I gotta watch Christmas movies that I don't like. My mom has a very weird list of Christmas movies that she likes and doesn't like. She really only likes like 3 of them. Everything else, nope, nah.
Yeah. I don't know. It's always the person in your family that hates the hassle. They're always like, I just don't, you know what I mean? Why is that the only hassle that we like, though? Like the Christmas hassle, I'm all about that hassle.
That's a new These Guys thing. All about that hassle.
All about the hassle. Hassle. Your JV coach.
Matt Hasselback. Let's push tickies real quick before we get more into Christmas.
Wanted to keep talking about Christmas. He doesn't want to. And now he's mad.
No. Jacob. Just want to get it out there. December 18th. Hey, it's show month.
These guys live. These guys
time.
live. These guys live. These guys live. These guys live. Get your tickies in the description of the podcast. Doing a live pod, Helium, Indianapolis. Come out. It's going to be a fun night. It's going to be lit. Oh, God. Come on. But no, it's going to be a good time. 7 o'clock, Indianapolis. Bring your JV football team. Bring the homies from high school. Everybody's going to be back in town for the holidays. Bring them out. Bring your girl. She's going to hate you by the end of the night. But, I mean, she already does anyway because you listen to these guys. And it's a clubhouse thing. She doesn't understand anyway. So bring her to the show. It's going to be great.
Wear the Santa hat. Wear the turtleneck. Wear both.
Mm-hmm.
Wear a work done Buccaneers jersey.
We're packaging this as a live podcast, but it's really just who's going to wear the best jersey kind of competition.
Mm-hmm.
And it's all we're going to talk about. Well, that and a lot of other things, but get your tickies. These guys live in the description of the pod. And also upcoming stand-up comedy shows. Phoenix this Thursday. I'll be there, baby. God, I can't wait to go. Can't wait, bro. I'm hyped. Phoenix, yeah, see you Thursday. Get your tickies right under here or at 𝗦𝗧𝗀𝗀𝗏. Then we got Sacramento coming up December 15th and Rutherford, New Jersey, January 9th. And then we got some little Midwest in February too. Chicago, Zanies, February 12th and Rosemont, February 13th. These guys breaking news. So I'll see you guys out there. 𝗦𝗧𝗀𝗏𝗏 for tickets. Love you.
Yeah, Zany's Chicago.
You've been
last May, super fun, super tight, and I know people will show up for you because it showed out for me. So good stuff, dude. The amount of people that I had messaging me and sending me tweets about the Thursday night Thanksgiving game and the Sunday night game last night between the Bills and the Niners was wild. People were feeling the clubhouse. They were understanding. They knew what was going down. They were seeing it visually. They were seeing it, and then they were computing. Wow, this is these guys right here.
Such a clubhouse game. You know,
both of them.
Mm-hmm. Wait, what was the first one you said? I don't think I saw the first one.
Packers Dolphins in Lambeau on Thanksgiving night.
That was great, man.
Could see the breath coming out when they're at the line of scrimmage.
Dude, when they added that feature in Madden, bro, my head exploded.
Just about to say that.
You
only wanted to play snow games. Only wanted to play. How could you not?
I know. People I played never wanted to play in the elements. You know, I always cranked
fast
up
track.
I always cranked up the snow, and I was like, "What do you think?" Nah, I got the nah. All right, fine. We'll just play at noon and in perfect conditions. Fine.
Play dome game, babe.
I always played at the Syracuse at the Carrier Dome. Like, you know, you could just randomly pick your stadium, but you'd still have home field advantage, like in college football video games. I always picked the Carrier Dome just because it was like sick.
Such a weird stadium. Is it the RCA Dome? I don't know. Yeah, you know.
I hate when football games are played in basketball stadium or arenas, though. You know, because like half the crowd is like blocked off, and you're like, this makes no sense.
Wait, you mean when basketball games are played in football stadiums?
Yeah, that's what I mean.
That's because that's Syracuse. Yeah, they're in the Carrier Dome. Right. They got the big ass curtain.
I can't stand that. That's what I mean. Yeah, like when the Final Four is played at Lucas Oil, I'm like, come on, man. Like, I know you want to get everybody in there, but it's like, ew, it looks bad.
Looks horrible.
And like
the product too. The depth perception. You're shooting a 3 from there. You know where the fuck that thing's going.
How do basketball players adjust to that? I want to hear basketball players take because I never hear it from their side. But they have to be like, this doesn't feel right.
Hell no, dude. That fucks me up just thinking about it.
I don't ever want to watch
being out there in front of 70,000 people. You have no concept of depth from where the rim is to the 3 miles behind it where people are sitting. It's insane.
Can we just play at a normal gym? My God. The most pure gym that you could play at is just your old high school basketball gym. That's the A1 number one most comfortable place to play.
Yeah, it's like if you took the Super Bowl. You know how the Super Bowl, they usually like to have it in a warm weather place, a nice destination, or climate controlled, where it's they want the best possible conditions for the biggest game.
Mm.
And then March Madness says, actually, you know what? For the biggest game, we want the most fucked up situation.
Yep. Put it on a ship. When they had that basketball game on the ship, Michigan State played somebody.
The floor was sweating. Definitely Gonzaga.
Hey, Michigan State and Gonzaga, just kiss already. We know. Hey, Gonzaga, get another sport. God dang.
Yeah. It's not even a school. It's just a basketball team.
Yeah, I think
nobody goes to school at Gonzaga.
It's
just a
private school for basketball. That's it. They don't take classes. Just a basketball school. Just a basketball team. Just an AAU team.
Hey, big congrats to. There were so many. Yeah, dude. What? By the way, back in the day when you used to play in travel hoops, AU hoops, when you're in 6th and 7th grade and whatnot, I feel like there were so many Gonzaga ripoffs. There was 3 Bulldogs in every tournament, and they all had kind of the same color scheme. Use the Bulldog logo.
How come there's one
Adam
Bulldog?
Morrison, the fuck?
How come there's one Bulldog that every school has to use? You can't make a new Bulldog. There's Georgia's Bulldog, and then everybody else has Gonzaga's Bulldog. But Georgia also has the Packers G. So I'm like, what is happening here, bro?
That's just what I was about to say. Everybody, you made the point about the Bulldog. There's only one G.
Why is there one G? Can we get away? I drove by Greenwood High School again. Greenwood mentioned. I was like, oh, I'm passing Lambeau Field, I guess.
That's insane.
One G.
Let's block it up or something, Let's get some textile on there. I don't fucking know.
Isn't somebody a little upset at Georgia or the Packers? It's not even crossing your mind. That's our shit, dude. That's actually ours. And you're just you change the color. Hey, we still know that that's ours, even though you changed the color. What? That's so funny to me.
Hey, real quick, what do you think about the So Thursday night you had Packers in their traditional homes. You had Dolphins in their throwback whites, all white helmet, white jersey, white pants, and it looked good. But I talked about it with a few people who DM'd me because they were hitting me up about Clubhouse game. And I said, I think I would have lost it if the Dolphins came out in the teal pants. Like the Jason Taylor, Jay Fiedler, white tops, teal pants.
Mm-hmm. I appreciate them going all white because the Packers were wearing green on yellow pants, right? So the Dolphins were just we're going to go all white to be completely contrast. You know what I mean? So I like that. But if they would have, I do like teal pants, but I feel like they only look good with the block, with the drop shadow, If the Dolphins would have came out in the drop shadow, Ricky Williams era uniforms, I'd have been like, okay, this is just Pac Fins, baby. This is Pac Fins on the scoreboard. Let's go. Hey, bring Dennis Miller in. They never talk about Dennis Miller on this podcast. This isn't a Dennis Miller podcast. What are you talking about?
Hey, somehow our special guest on the 18th, Dennis Miller.
Everybody's like, what the hell? that would make my life.
He doesn't even know.
He's like, what is this? We're like, I don't know. Just shut up. Just shut up and talk about the Packers for 20 seconds and you can leave.
Did you get my text earlier though? I had this weird realization this morning.
Yeah.
I was looking at him I was putting out the calendar.
I didn't respond on purpose because I wanted you to do this.
Sure. Yeah. Sure. We have the calendar on the fridge, right? Rye has one of those that is a dry erase calendar, and so we go through every month. And I like to get all our shit on there, get locked in, yeah. And so I'm going through and I'm putting everything down, And I get to Christmas Eve and I'm super hyped because, I'm writing Christmas Eve and I got like make my little Christmas trees on there and shit.
Snowflake.
But then I'm thinking, I was like, this is on a Tuesday. Huh. I was like, this is going to be interesting because it feels like the past 10 years, it's always landed on a day where you have like a Monday night Christmas Eve NFL game or a Saturday night where they have 3 games on Christmas Eve for the NFL or a Sunday where a full day of football is on the slate on Christmas Eve, or at least there's some NBA games or college, something. I'm like, what? But a Tuesday? Like I know the Steelers play on Christmas Day against the Chiefs in Pittsburgh.
Oh, that's a sick game on Christmas, bro.
Really sick.
Oh, that's my dream as a kid.
I'm like, Tuesday. What are we gonna have on Tuesday? There's not gonna be, because literally last year Sunday it was Christmas Eve, it was a Sunday, and we had literally a full slate. We had Dolphins Cowboys at 4:25. Like it was insane. And so I go through my count. I pull up the ESPN app and I'm looking at everything on December 24th. NFL, no games. NBA, no games.
That's insane. You think they'll flex something?
So I'm like, no, because it's a Tuesday. And so it just throws off all the schedule and everything. And so I go, man, please let there be a college football bowl game.
Oh, man. Just give me just give me the worst one. Yeah.
I go to December 24th and the Hawaii Bowl at 8 p.m. on ESPN. Let's go.
We're back, dude. We're so back. Hawaii on Christmas Eve. Hawaii Christmas Eve. Nice to meet you. Hawaii meet Christmas Eve. Christmas Eve meet Hawaii. You guys are going to be best friends forever.
8 p.m. kickoff, which means it's 2 p.m. in Hawaii. So it's been cold. It's been dark for 3.5 hours in Indy and everywhere on the East Coast. And you're going to flip that on with your happy ass drinking a glass of wine and the fire going on Christmas Eve. And it's going to be sunshiny. You're going to be like, what the fuck is even happening? But you're going to be happy.
Just can Devon Best come back for one game? Remember him, bro? Hawaii's receivers. I'm like, nothing's better than this. They had that one white guy that was number 1. Can't think of him. Something Owens. God, he was great. You know what I'm talking about? He was so just killed it on Christmas Eve. For some reason, why was that game always like? I feel like I was watching that game at like 2 a.m. and it was live. Hawaii against Boise State for some reason.
Yeah, it's the whole appeal.
God, it's so sick. Chad Owens. Oh, Clubhouse. You remember Chad Owens? Bro, it's so sick. Oh my God. I just got hot.
Did he play with Colt Brennan?
Yeah, he was like the little slot. But a lot of people like Colt Brennan, GOAT, best ever, inspiration for my life. But people forget, dude, Timmy Chang, remember him? Like the year after Colt Brennan that like was in the Heisman race? I was like, what?
Like, wow, Hawaii just factory. Yeah.
I know. It's like, what's going on with Hawaii? That would be I thought that would be such a sick place to play college football if they're going to like stay on that trajectory, you know, just 5 wide. I was like, is Hawaii good on the video game? Like, hold up, yo. They have like silver dreadlocks. I'm like, this is the coolest team ever.
You're going to be back in town for that week, right? For Christmas?
For Hawaii week, yeah. You going to Hawaii over Christmas? Yeah, just on the 24th at 8 p.m. What's up?
I was just thinking about it. I was like, man, that would be, my kids will probably be down by that time to sleep. We'll probably be home.
You could get me, bro. You could get me on that one.
I know you're not doing anything. So I was like, I wonder if any of the Clubhouse, like if we did our first ever live stream on YouTube, just watching the Hawaii Bowl on Christmas Eve at 8 p.m. I wonder if with everybody with shit going on, if anybody would, maybe like 4 people would, but it honestly would be pretty fun.
That's fine with me. 4 of the best people in my life. But sometimes for holiday stuff like that, I'm like, everybody's doing holiday stuff. Everybody's busy, but nobody really is doing anything. Like, I think they'd tune in. Tune in.
It's just like, it always is weird to me how it's never computed in my head how so many movies get released on Christmas Day and so many people go to the movies on Christmas Day. That's never computed with me. And everybody's like, yeah, I mean, what do you have to do all day? You wake up and you do your shit and then you're just sitting there. Because for me, I'm always like, God, I'm 4 Christmases running around like a fucking moron.
Is that wrapped? Is that wrapped? Did you bring that? The food we got to bring there? Oh, my God. Get the kids in the car.
Yeah, not only that, but I just always have had, I mean, I guess, I'm blessed and absolutely, but I got to go to my aunts. I got to go to my grandma's. My grandma's on the other side. Now the in-laws. I'm just like, who? A fucking movie? What?
Yeah, that's more like... Yeah. I mean, I could.
But to your point, people have a lot more times than I think a lot of us think. Have a lot more time than I think a lot of us think on Christmas Eve, on Christmas Day.
Yeah.
Because not everybody is doing the 4 Christmases.
You're in like the heat of like family Christmas right now, bro. You're like peak family Christmas. But like once you get, I don't know at what point in your life it is, but for me, it's all the time. But I don't have shit going on Christmas. I love it, dude. I would watch a live stream on Christmas. I'd be like, this is the best. And
that's where I'm kind of like, I think it would work.
Yeah.
Because I think that maybe everybody else is just like not doing shit, so fuck it. And the Hawaii Bowl, who gives a fuck except Clubhouse,
Oh, that's the only thing I care about. God dang, man. It makes me so happy. The Christmas is over bowl. This is really the only thing that keeps me together on December 26th is the bowl games. Dude, who's playing on December 26th, bro?
Just the Little Caesars Detroit Bowl.
Oh, that used to be on Christmas Eve too. I remember watching Purdue and Central.
The day after.
Oh, it is? Are you sure? That Purdue Central Michigan one at Ford Field, I was like, this is going crazy, dude. That was the best game I've ever watched in my entire life.
Jason Werner out there flying around for the Boilers.
Flying around. How come every defensive coach, hey, let's go out there and fly around. Let's go out there and fly around. I was like, damn, I kind of want to play defense. Coach is making it sound fun. Let's go fly around. His fingers are all twisted and cracked open. Let's go fly around out there.
You know what's awesome is when you go to the ESPN app and you go to college football, and up at the top they have week 13, week 14, week 15 with the coinciding dates. Then you just get to one tab and it just says bowls.
Oh,
December 14th to January 21st.
They have them all like locked in, right? They have like all the bowl.
Nah, not yet.
The bowl,
I mean, they have the
names.
They have the dates. They have the dates and they have the names of them and the times, but they won't until after the championship weekend.
Yeah.
Have who's playing and what.
Dude, what bowl game? What's the Hawaii one? Is it just Hawaii Bowl still?
Yep.
Or does it have a sponsor? Can't wait for this.
No, it literally just says Hawaii Bowl.
So pure, so clean. Love it. All right, what about
this is the best 4-day stretch of my life. 5-day stretch. Thursday, December 19th, 7 p.m., the R+L Carriers New Orleans Bowl. Friday, December 20th at noon, the Staff DNA Cure Bowl. Jesus Christ. With a primetime kicker of the first round college football playoff. Saturday, December 21st, you have 3 straight games of the college football playoff first round games. And then you get to the real stuff. Monday, December 23rd at 11 a.m., the Myrtle Beach Bowl, followed by the famous Idaho Potato Bowl at 2:30.
That's on the 23rd? Dude,
Yeah.
The Idaho Potato Bowl might be the most like bowl game still. The last real one left. Perfect day, perfect name. You're just like, it's Christmas. Christmas isn't over yet.
Blue field for some reason. You're like, sure.
Hell yeah.
There's some player on that on one of the teams that's gonna like a sneaky first round pick. Like, I guess
He's gonna move up so hard just because the bowl. Yeah.
And then we cap it off with the 8 p.m. Hawaii Bowl on Christmas Eve, and that's the best 5-day stretch of my life.
Always is. kind of going to we have to go to the mall to get something. Yeah, but the Idaho Potato Bowl's on. I can't really leave.
Hey, you're at Sports Fanatics, and they got that giant screen with the Myrtle Beach Bowl on.
Yeah, dude. I'm leaning on a rack of college basketball shorts just in Sports Fanatics for 42 minutes while my mom's in Sears. I'm like,
can I help you? Do you need help with anything? Nah, man. I'm just chilling, watching the best bowl game ever.
I found everything I needed.
Gotta get some Auntie Anne's after this.
Found everything I needed, babe. Dude, the amount of times I almost applied for a job in there. God dang. I was like, this is the best situation store of all time. You have all cool stuff, and there's a big screen TV playing the best game every time it's on.
Yeah. What more could you want?
God dang.
Anyways.
I watched a whole
That's
half of
coming up.
USC UCLA in there one time.
Probably just because they're both wearing their home jerseys.
I love that.
It's so good.
I'm like, can we start doing that? Like, what law is it that we have to follow that the away team must wear white? Like, just if it works out, it works out. Just wear cool stuff. I don't know what to tell you guys.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Congrats to your Wolverines, by the way, man. Wow.
Crazy. Hey, every rivalry fighting on the field. Okay. Hey, but nobody threw a punch.
Never.
Oh,
I was
except for that
waiting for it
one
to be.
for that Notre Dame guy. Did you see that all over Twitter? I was like, yo, how bad is your hand hurt though?
Smartest school ever. Dude uses his fucking hand to punch right at a helmet. Okay. I thought that there was going to be something that came out that was like, you know, at like Super Bowl time when somebody will do like a stunt on TV and you're like, was that just to drum up marketing? You know, and it comes out that like some company sponsored this stunt that you couldn't tell if it was live or fake or whatever on TV that happens in like 30. I thought that's what it was going to be. I thought some company was going to be like, oh yeah, we paid all of these guys through the NIL and these schools somehow, these programs. We paid each of these programs $1 million to disperse between their players to go plant flags and start fights. And it was presented by ADT Security. Like, I thought it was going to be like, I was like, there's no way that all these just happened. Like, this is way too coincidental.
I mean, they saw one team do it. Who was the first fight? Was it Michigan, Ohio State? I feel like there was one before that.
No, it was Michigan, Ohio State. But then like Arizona State, North Carolina State, they were all kind of happening at the same time.
Oh yeah, true.
So I was like, did somebody on the sideline just have Twitter up? Maybe, probably.
For sure.
Show them, and then that started. I don't know. It was way too coincidental for me. I was like, there's going to be something that comes out in 2 days that, like I said, is, you know, ADT Security. This is what you can avoid with ADT, and it's a $5 million program that, I don't know. I just was like, this is fucking nuts, man. What is going on?
I kind of liked it a little bit. It's like, all right, fine. Fight then.
You just got to stay off of Twitter and pretty much any social media app when shit like that happens, just because whatever side your opinion is, there's just too much. Too many opinions, too many people taking shit too seriously, too many people, like, just not everybody has to have an opinion. Not everybody has to have their voice heard on a situation that happens after a game. God dang, man. Just talk about it like regular people amongst your family. Amongst the people you're with. Discuss.
Hey, minute. Did Purdue and IU fight?
No. There was no fight from Purdue in that game. There was no fight from Purdue all season long, actually.
Poor guys. Hey, it was the uniforms, I'm telling you. Purdue on the chest, take it off next year. 10-0.
Their helmets were nice though.
They do. They did do that right. The white Purdue helmets with the stripe down the middle and the black P on the side. I was like, you guys crushed that.
Yeah. Yeah, I liked it a lot.
Poor Purdue.
I guess my minute would just be. It would just be to kind of piggyback off of what I did like 6 weeks ago or 5 weeks ago.
Let it ride.
Everybody, all the Colin Cowherds, the Dan Orlovskis, the 𝗕𝗃𝗓𝗏𝗧, the NFL Game Day people, the NFL Live people, everybody on Twitter, everybody talking about, I just don't see how you could go. This is really Mike Tomlin? Really? Pittsburgh? You're going to move off Justin Fields? I don't know, man. Russ, he just doesn't have it anymore. Let Russ cook. Get your retweets off. Get your jokes off. Yeah, take it and shove it up your ass. 6 games in, 5-1 as a starter, averaging over 28 points a game as a quarterback.
There we go. Yes.
Put up over 400 yards passing. Most points the Steelers have scored since 2018 when Big Ben was in his late prime. Shove it up your ass, dude.
I love Mr. Unlimited.
All your bullshit, all your Fields PR. Well, Justin Fields, he's got such a high ceiling. Yeah, bro. Well, we're taking the steps, so we're on the first floor, and it's a high fucking ceiling. We got a ways to go. Shove it up your ass, Dan Orlovsky, 𝗕𝗃𝗓𝗏𝗧. All those people. God dang, man. That just absolutely drove me insane. Oh, I just don't get it. What are they doing? What's going on in Pittsburgh? What's happening? I just don't know. Here's a cheesy-ass joke about Russell Wilson that's going to give me retweets. I'm cool. I know football, dude. Yeah.
I know.
9-3. 2-game lead in the division in December. And they're just getting started. Russell Wilson just getting hot now. 3 passes into his career as a Steeler against the Jets. Got to go back to Fields. What? So he go 14 of 27 for 120 yards passing? Cool, man. Shove it up your ass. That's it.
I guess my minute is that my seconds is that Russell Wilson what was that? Was it a Subway? What was that Subway sandwich he had?
The Danger Witch.
Oh, the Danger Witch commercial. I love that commercial, man. Am I crazy? Or was that a good commercial? Everybody roasted him for that, and I think it's because the Broncos were bad and he was not doing well. But I was like, dude, the Danger, he killed that commercial. Those are my seconds.
This is good marketing.
It was great.
And also,
bro.
Just no more moving the field goal posts. No more moving the goal posts, guys. No more. Oh, well, they can't win this way. Win that way. Oh, well, they can't win that way. Win that way. Oh, well, they can't beat Lamar Jackson. They beat him in a backyard brawl, beat the shit out of him. Oh, well, they can't outscore opponents. Joe Burrow, everybody picks the Bengals. Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase. Oh, they can't do that. Put up 44 points, beat their ass. Always moving the goalpost, okay? Just stop moving the goalpost. This is what Steelers do every year, year in, year out. We have this conversation every single year. Every single year, they're in it right at the end. And oh, by the way, now they got a quarterback and an offense that's competent. So watch out. Okay, that's it. That's why I stack up the minutes so that then when I do one, it's like Chris Berman's fastest 2 minutes. It really feels like it's 5.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's the Molinard minutes, you know?
Bro, the people, I'm telling you, the clubhouse loves the minute. Got to get them out, baby.
I watched, I forget when it was. I think it was the Sunday before Thanksgiving. So I was really happy, jolly. But I was watching NFL Primetime at night, and Chris Berman it was on the Monday night before Thanksgiving. Yeah. So I was uber happy because they do it, the Monday night football halftime show. They do Chris Berman's fastest 2 minutes. And Boomer, he dropped in the same highlight. He dropped 3 Vince Lombardi. What the hell's going on out here?
Like he did it with,
so
like he did it, or it was like soundboard.
No, bro, they cut to it. 3 of them in the same highlight package of the same game. I was so happy.
Everybody's dad just says that all the time. What the hell's going on? My dad says that probably 3 times a day.
So
NFL
good.
Follies on TV.
That's like the Stephen A. That Lombardi one is like the Stephen A. one for me from a few years ago. I'm a bit sad. Actually, I'm lying. I'm quite devastated. That one plays all the time.
What the
so many different ways it plays.
God, we need to put that in our intro so bad.
Yeah, but I like the station.
Station know about this? Station know about
Station.
Station know about this live show coming up December 18th? Station know about this?
Station
Station does
I just
not
wanna
know
make sure
about
the
that.
Station now. Yeah, not bad for a fat guy. All right. These guys clubhouse. Team these guys at gmail.com. Let's start with Austin. Subject line, Howie Long nightstand.
It's a great idea. Great idea. Right by your bed.
Again,
Plug your phone in.
Just
Sit it
his-
on top of the nightstand. Howie Long's head.
yeah, it just starts at his neck and it's just his face, and then the top right there, equal level to your bed, equal height. His flat top ends right there.
And there's drawers in it. One drawer is his mouth. Just put a bunch of crap in there, you know? His glasses pop out. Howie Long's got some nice frames on him.
He does.
I know, man. Fox frames.
I need to get new ones because
Bro, you're
I'm
good.
sure people said I broke mine, and so I've been wearing the tape job on them here.
Crazy middle school nerd vibe. Just living in it.
What are you gonna do?
Yeah, I'm with you,
all right.
bro.
Back to Austin. Hey, Joey and Benny, got my tickets for these guys live. Wow.
Yes, sir.
What? Wife and I are coming over from Ohio.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Clubhouse.
There we go, Clubhouse. There we go. Come on over. Come on over, baby.
I'm telling you, man.
See
if you're
the tree lighting. Come on over, baby.
make it a weekend with your girl, but step out for a couple hours for the Clubhouse.
He says, but what we really want to know, will Coach P be at the show? Would be a bucket lister to meet him. Can't wait to spike a grande iced white chocolate mocha with no whip on your head. Sorry if I ruin your Santa hats.
Ruin them. Coach P wants to go so bad, dude. Coach P wants to go so bad.
Yeah, but he'll show up at like 8:15, pop his head in the back with his blue polo shirt and khakis. Be like, all right, B.
In the back the whole time. Like this. Just like it's my 4th grade soccer game.
Never sitting down. That
Nope,
guy.
never committing to anything, dude. Just always kind of might leave. Just, you know what I mean? Always by the door, like I never know. Might leave. I get it. It's like standing in the back in church. You're like,
Standing in the back of church is great.
oh, the freedom. The freedom.
Can't wait to do that on Christmas Eve. Cannot wait.
Oops, got to stand in the back on Christmas Eve. It's really crowded. We got here a little late. Didn't know. So much fun back there, bro. So much fun.
I gotta keep the kid back here. Yeah, I don't want him messing up father. It's father's Super Bowl. I'll just keep him back here.
Gotta go to the bathroom, and I don't want to get up and make people move, so we just gotta stand in the back by this other family that we really like and was really funny too. You know, there'd always be a family back there that you're with that you're like, oh shit, they're back here too. It literally VIP in church right now.
You can say it. Chiller and Dylan. It's okay.
No, it was always like it was like my sister's friend's family that I didn't really know, but like they had like a funny dad or something that would just like, he didn't have to say anything, but he'd be like, you know, make a face and you'd be like, oh, like, let's go. Like, a baby makes a weird noise. He makes a face at your family and you're like, I love this guy. I love this day. I love this night. Merry Christmas to all.
Yeah. Stand in the back of church.
Oh,
Mom always felt bad, and Dad always wanted to.
God, Dad. No, my dad, well, my dad was never there, but, bro, my dad wouldn't be caught dead standing in the back. Very traditional. That's one thing he's not going to stand in the back for his church. Got to be sitting down. My dad's big on the kneeling and praying before the mass starts. I put in some hours, bro. How many our fathers did I say before church started is what I want to know.
Always reach that point where you feel good about it going down. You know, you drop the kneeler, you're sitting there, you're kneeling, you do the sign of the cross. You start off pretty strong with prayer, and then all of a sudden, about 20 seconds in, you're like, what have I said that already? What's going on? Okay, I'll just keep my eyes closed for like 20 more seconds, and then I'll end this.
Yeah, like, are they late? How many times can I pray for the Steelers to win today? Jesus Christ. I'd roll through all the prayers and be like, well, I guess we're on extras now. Please let the Steelers win. Like now I'm just wishing for shit for like 15 minutes. Then I start feeling guilty about it. Then I got to say prayers again. I'm like, I wish for too much stuff. I wish for that girl to like me in my grade. Like going crazy.
You always try to, the wording of it though, you always try to make it not be like a wish, you know?
Please
please, Lord, let your hands be over the Steelers today and guide them in the best ways possible. Lord, be with them, not with the other team.
I wasn't really beating around the bush, bro. I was kind of please let fill in the blank. Please let. I wasn't weird though. I wasn't weird. Please let me get a scooter. Like I was in there.
I always beat around the bush, you know, but I was like, God's reading my mind. He knows what I'm really asking for.
I know.
You know, but at least I'd be like, I'd start up front with like I'm so grateful. Thank you for this. And I'm going to try to do this. And then I come back with the beat around the bush of, hey, if you got time, if it works in, you know, if it's meant to be, let the Steelers beat the fuck out of the Browns. Appreciate you.
Honestly. God dang. And let it be like sunny this week. Please, because recess is going to slap.
That's a great point though by Austin. Maybe, you know, there's a bunch of things that are open and on the table for these guys live. You know, the special appearances from regulars on the show, you know, maybe Coach P, maybe my dad, maybe Ray, who knows? You know, who knows what could happen? You got some time to plan it out, but we'll see.
Dallas Clark, just saying.
From Christopher. Alcohol to water ratio. These guys, hope all is well and you're gearing up for the holiday season, even though we all know you've both been ready since April
of 1998.
Of living if you're not doing that. Been meaning to write back in about this after hearing you bring up the alcohol conundrum a few times, i.e. needing a better method to avoid hangovers. I'm also 100% Irish, so this has been a personal 20-year case study that I may or may not be proud to admit. First things first, Ben is on point when it comes to the water intake. That's an absolute must. A 1-to-1 ratio is probably overkill unless you want to camp out in the bathroom all night. 2 or 3-to-1 is a safe space, but anything beyond 4-to-1 is when you start to separate the men from the boys. Or you could try these. A recovery patch. Yetaim recovery patch. Hangover patches, life's greatest cheat code. It's not even close. It's the only way I will survive the holiday season packed with endless friends and family get-togethers. Works like a preventative Band-Aid that you slap on your left arm before you dive into an extended bender. Stumbled across these bad boys a couple of years ago, and they have never let me down. I've even had episodes where I broke all the rules, not drinking any water, etc., and always wake up the next morning like nothing ever happened. Still cannot believe these things remain a well-kept secret. Figured this could come in handy, so just wanted to do my part. Slap my ass with the plane ticket I'm about to buy that will take me from Jersey to Indy on the 18th to go see my two heroes put on a live show that I'll never forget.
Let's go!
They should know about this.
Not bad Chris. For a fat guy. Dude, buy the tickets.
Chris, man.
Board the plane. Get on the flight.
Yeah, I got to see the Colts play in that weekend. I think some shit happens that weekend here. Like a college basketball. Let's see. Sunday, the Colts play at home that Sunday that weekend. Let's see if there's. I'm pretty sure there's like a basketball tournament or some shit downtown Indy that weekend.
CYO Christmas tournament. Who's not going? I'd rather go to that, bro.
I'm just looking up CYO tournaments, holiday tournament at St. Monica.
I just want to know who's good in CYO basketball right now. Like who's going to play in the finals of the Christmas tournament? Those are the realest teams.
That's true.
It's always St. Matthews
Anyways.
sneaking in there. I'm like, wow.
Man, recovery patches. Yeah, they say drink wisely on them. You put them on your left arm. Interesting. 48-pack energy boost for fast recovery, day-night party support.
About
Amazon
time.
Link, it's got like 1,100 reviews, so may have to.
Bros pushing products, love it. Hashtag ad. But
it's just his company. God damn it.
I mean, hey, good. It's pretty good marketing, even if it is. But I always thought those were trash. Honestly, I always kind of thought they were fake.
It's kind of like, I mean, that was a pretty great review, and I believe our friend Chris here, but it's kind of like what you say about like yum yum sauce and shit like that. You're like, come on, like, all right, you have salmon, but yum yum sauce. Like, what are we doing? Type of thing. That was always kind of my thing. I'm like, you're getting fucked up. What's a patch gonna do? You know,
I know. What's in the patch, dude? What's in the patch? Tell me what's in the patch. Some Flintstone vitamins or something? Come on. Just 3 chalky Flintstone vitamins in there.
That's all of those I threw out my window on the way to school.
Really? I kind of thought they were good.
Yeah, right. I put them in underneath my Pop-Tart leftovers, and I throw that shit away.
You didn't like the taste of them?
There's only one. I think it was the purple one. Everything else, I was
just gonna say that purple one slapped. It's good. Dino or whatever.
Maybe a fake name, but this is from Steel. Subject line: Brad Nessler. I've come around on Brad Nessler. I don't know why back in the day when he did Thursday Night Football, I was like, I don't know, something's just not right. But yeah, over the past decade with college football, definitely come around.
Wait, who is Brad Nessler? He's like the OG Rose Bowl voice, right? Or no?
No, it's Keith Jackson. Brad Nessler is
same guy.
He's on CBS. So he did SEC, CBS, and now he does the Big Ten. He's with Gary Danielson.
Great name, Brad Nessler. Such a college football name.
I know.
Can't get over the SEC intro song either.
Long time, first time here. Love the show. Thanks, Steele. What was your go-to NCAA football 09 creative player swag? And why did the black ankle tape go so hard? Slap my ass with a pair of Newman receiver gloves whilst the NBA Jam voiceover announcer sings the NFL on Fox injury timeout music. Hello, operator. I know that's NBA Street. All good. Yeah, the spats always
spat it up. Always went white though.
I would go the alternate.
Yeah.
Like if if my creative team, or if I was playing with Georgia or Ohio State or something, I would go red.
That's
sick. You had white, you had black, and I'd be like, let's get the red. Clemson, purple.
My guy always looked a little too like created, you know? I was like, my dude just doesn't blend. Like, I want my guy to fit in a little bit more. And then you have to decrease his swag. And I'm like, what am I even doing now? You know, my guy always had a back plate, visor, TC bands, TC gloves. The cleats that were like default number 4, like, you know what I mean? They're just he just like was a level up, and I was like, he's a little too cool. You know, like the best running back on the game, and my guy's cooler than him. Like, it's unrealistic. Talking about a video game.
The TC bands, yeah, I always had those
right here, the thin ones. Yep. I did like creating a guy. Like, when you created a player, did you make him your name, or did you give him just like? Did you just create like a Italian guy that was just like the quarterback with like a cool name?
It was me, because I think deep down I always knew I was never going to make it. So I was like, this is the closest at all.
I made me on Madden a couple times when I was younger, but then when I started doing dynasties on college football, I would just create like 5 guys that were just like unreal, cool names, sick swag, like pretty much like the receiver, pretty much like AJ Green as a receiver, but a different name, just like that body type. You know what I mean? Just like unreal. And then I would recruit him for my team, and I was like, oh, how'd I get that guy? You know what I mean? Just like a 6'5" Italian quarterback, just like the coolest guy ever, dude. Just like 100 throw power. Oops, signed him first day. It was dude. The feeling when you signed a 5-star guy on college football video game, I literally felt like a coach. I'd be on the phone with my high school girlfriend, just like, yep, yeah, just sign in a 5-star. Like, yes! She's like, what happened?
God, phone calls with your girlfriend back in the day. What were you?
What was I saying?
Had nothing to talk about.
Hey, but all they wanted to do was talk. All they wanted to do was talk about what? I'd be on the phone for 4.5 hours. During the Iowa God, who did Iowa always play in bowl games?
South Carolina.
Yeah. No, there was I can't remember. But
Tennessee.
It might have been Iowa, Tennessee. Oh no, it was the bowl game when West Virginia played Georgia. Pat White. Peak Pat White.
Is it the Orange Bowl or the Sugar Bowl?
I think McAfee was on the squad too.
I think it was Orange.
Might have been Stafford. It was insane though. Like that game, I was like, this is a great bowl game. But I was in the closet talking on the phone with my girlfriend for 4 hours. So I didn't wake up anyone in the house. And it was on like 7 volume. And I just kept looking out of the crack of the door like, oh. High scoring bowl game.
I recently had a run in. Not a run in. It was where me and Ben grew up. Like a lot of people that we know and grew up with ended up marrying other people that we know and grew up with, right? So there's a lot of like crossover where things will happen where you're like, maybe you used to like date somebody like that from back in middle school or early high school, or took them to a dance or whatever.
Yeah,
now they're married to now they're married to your best friend's sister. What I don't know what, but I had a situation like that. I was at a great friend's kid's birthday party, his son's birthday party. And he married someone whose sister is someone that I quote unquote dated in middle school. And it was back in the time where you had to call the home phone, right? Nobody really had cell phones. You had to call the home phone, dude. And you would have to talk to the dad.
Nightmare
You have to talk to the dad and ask to talk to the girl. And the dad was there because he's the grandfather of this kid. And so I had heard his voice. And so it was just one of these things that you're like, oh my God, you immediately have flashbacks of like, what the fuck, you know? You hear that voice, PTSD a little bit. But it was wild. Something that the younger clubhouse wouldn't understand.
Bro, that was such a nightmare. Oh, I have to call your home phone and embarrass myself. One of her sisters would pick up the phone. I thought it was my girlfriend at the time. Every time. This isn't her. Fuck. I don't know my own girlfriend's voice. Her other sister picked up. This isn't her. Jesus Christ. Never been more embarrassed in my entire life. I'm like, I know you guys have caller ID. Like when it's my number, like just give it to her. What? Why do you have to go through this whole thing?
Just part of it. It's all part of the experience, honey. Just like Clark Griswold said.
And you know, I'm calling for no reason. It's not like it's like an urgent thing.
Last one here that I gotta run. Quick timeout. From Anthony says, real or fake? Fellas, how are you? Had an interesting conversation about real or fake trees and got to thinking that you could 100% tell if someone is a real or fake tree person just by their attitude. You two both strike me as real tree people because you like to have a good time. Obviously, it feels like Benny isn't in the same place for more than 72 hours. Joey has a kid, so maybe that plays a role. But deep down, you both strike me as real tree people.
Thanks.
Daddy's on air, however, is absolutely a fake tree individual. Decorate the tree? Can't. On air. Water the tree? Can't. On air. Just wanted to know if you guys felt the same. Slap my ass as I go back in time to Christmas Eve 2011 and salsa dancing in the living room after Victor Cruz caught a slant and went 99 yards against the Jets. Anthony. Yep. Remember that well. Christmas Eve, whole slate of games. Jets, Giants. That's what started the Giants run to the Super Bowl. What a time, Anthony. You're so right about Daddy's on air. No real tree in that house. But you cracked me wrong, man. I grew up with a fake tree. I'm a fake tree guy. I don't like that hassle. I don't like the pines everywhere. I don't like my pets getting in the tree and knocking the needles off. I don't like having to water it. I don't like it. I just want the beautiful fake tree that I know it's going to be there. I don't got to care for it. Mm-hmm. And there you go.
Yeah. I'm real. I grew up real tree. Obviously don't do real tree anymore because who does unless you're like living in a log cabin in Idaho or something, you know? Does anybody have real trees anymore?
More popular than you'd think, for sure.
Yeah. I get the tradition, but growing up, I was real tree, bro. Super real tree.
That's wild.
Did it all. Vacuumed up the pine needles every 14 seconds. There was something about having a real tree in your house. I was just like, what? Like the smell and
little 𝗨𝗓𝗏𝗧𝗏. What are we doing? Real tree? Are we going hunting later?
I was always kind of like, what about bugs? You know, there's got to be like a spider in that tree, and we're just bringing it in.
Yeah.
Squeezing it through the front door was always like, are we going to lose half the needles? I was always kind of picking out a real tree, though, bro. Nothing like it. You might have to do that one year with the fam. I know you won't.
We tried to do that the first year that Frank was here, his first Christmas. And because Riley grew up with a fake tree or a real tree. So I was like, all right, fine for the kid. Yeah, I'll do it. And so we went and we did it and we brought it back, strapped it on top of the car, did the whole thing, got back within like 2 days. There was just so many needles everywhere, the cats and shit. I literally took the tree, chucked it over my head like the Grinch out into the backyard. That was it.
God, the way I want to see that like Ring doorbell footage of you doing that. Oh my God. Oh, holy grail footage.
Maybe it's
not top 10. Not top 10. Dude, the not top 10 went so crazy on Fridays. Oh my God, bring that back. Does Sports Center do? Yeah. I was like, part of me I forgot every time it was not top 10. I was like, oh, top play. Oh, it's not top 10. All right, not really that mad. What happened? You know what I mean? It was always like number one was always funny.
Maybe these guys live, Fry can dig up that footage and I can show it at Helium on the 18th. But I got to wrap because Rye's got a goal and I got to take care of the kids. So,
go ahead and goal. Wrap.
Go ahead and goal. Go ahead and goal. We got to take that, talk about that next week. Go ahead and goal because I think that's another inside clubhouse that we haven't even mentioned before. But great shit. Hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving. Happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
Christmas is here and it's over all at the same time. It's great. December 18th, Indy Helium Comedy Club. Me, Ben, these guys. Going to be a great show. See you there. Tickets below in the description on our websites, on our Instagrams. Anywhere you find us, you'll find link to the tickets. So go get those, please. And thank you. And we're going to have a great time and drink eggnog and slap each other's ass. And it's going to be great. And go see Benny. Go ahead. Plug those.
Phoenix this Thursday. Sacramento, December 15th. Then we got these guys live. Obviously, get your tickies below. And then we got Rutherford, New Jersey, January 9th. And then some more coming up. But I'll see you guys there. Can't wait.
Awesome. Thanks so much. Subscribe on YouTube. These guys Clubhouse on YouTube. Send it.
Rating, review.
Best friends. Yep. Rate, review. All
Please.
That shit. Thank you so much. Cool. Mohammed Sanu.
John Kuhn.
Station know about this.